Lesson 21 Telephone Calls. Dialogue 1. Hello. Hello, Sam. I'm sorry, there's nobody here by that name. Is this 8633-12121? No, it isn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I dialed the wrong number. Dialogue 2. Hello, may I speak to Julia? Sorry, she isn't in. May I ask who's calling? This is Anna. Can I take a message? Don't bother. I'll call her mobile. All right. Thanks. You're welcome. Dialogue 3. Thank you for calling Sunrise Industries. How may I help you? Is Mr. Sawyer there? May I ask who's calling? This is Tom Taylor. I was supposed to call Mr. Sawyer at this time. Hold for one moment, please. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir. His line is busy. Can I take a message? Actually, could you put me through to Human Resources? They may have already left for the day. Let me check. No problem. Sir? Yes. Someone is in the office. I'm transferring your call now. Thank you. Lesson 22 Food and Dining. Dialogue 1. This soup's great. Do you like it? It's delicious. What is it? It's an old family recipe. Mostly chicken, clam, and a few spices. Well, I think it's great. Oh, I dropped my spoon. Use this one, clumsy. It's clean. Thanks. And could you pass the salt? It's not salty enough already? It's fine, but I love salt. That's not healthy. I know, but it tastes good. Well, slow down. This is just the first course. What's next? Your favorite dish, baked chicken in lemon sauce. Wow, I'm going to eat until I burst. Just remember that if I cook, you do the dishes. Sure, now let me get some of that chicken. Dialogue 2. Are you ready to order now, sir? Yes, I like meatloaf. Okay. And would you prefer mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese with that? I think I'd prefer macaroni and cheese. And what kind of dressing would you care for on your salad? I'll have the Italian dressing. Okay, anything to drink? Let me see. I guess I'll just have a cup of coffee. Okay, that's the meatloaf with macaroni and cheese, a salad with Italian dressing, and a cup of coffee. Thanks. Lesson 23 Culture and Art. Dialogue 1. What are you looking at? A book about Cuban art. That stuff is strange. It's just blocks and other shapes. Of course. The artists are trying to depict a reality that way. In what way? Through the basic forms we normally take for granted. Why are you interested in this all of a sudden? The City Museum is having an exhibit of Cubist paintings right now. Are you going to see it? Yeah, next week. I wanted to read up about it before I went. Good idea. Are you learning much? A little. My interest is stirred a little. Didn't Picasso start that movement? No, but he developed it and made it famous. Are there any of Picasso's paintings in the City Museum exhibit? Yes, but it's a minor one. It's on loan from a museum in Spain. Still, a Picasso is a Picasso. Maybe I'll go with you. That'd be fine with me. Just let me know. Dialogue 2. That's a strange picture. Is that a flying cow? Yes, it is. Do you like the picture? Where I come from, cows aren't blue and they don't fly. And what's that picture over there? That's Lenin standing on his hands. This art is really strange. What kind of art is it? It's called folk art. Folks aren't anything like that where I come from. Dialogue 3. I'm so happy. My work was just accepted at the gallery. Do you mean the Metropolitan Gallery? Yes, they want me to exhibit my pastels next month. How many do you have to show? About 10. I have 3 landscapes, 2 still lifes, a seascape, and 4 impressionistic cityscapes. Are they the ones you did of the Colosseum? That's right. I also have a showing at the Art Museum next year. You're so talented. I wish I could paint and draw like you. Believe me, it took many years of work and lots of rejections before I got to this point my artistic career. Lesson 24 Literature. Dialogue 1. How's the class going? Not bad. We started reading War and Peace. Wow, isn't that book something like 1,000 pages? Something like that. I forgot the exact number. That's going to be a lot of work. When do you have to finish? Our professor wants it read by next month. You've got a lot of reading to do. What do you think of it? It's okay so far. There are a lot of characters to remember. Why is your class reading this? The whole class is just about Russian literature. Is Tolstoy your favorite writer? He's okay, but I prefer some of the later Russian writers. Like who? Dostoevsky, Gorky, a few others. Wow, that stuff is beyond me. Good luck in class. Dialogue 2. What are you reading? I'm reading Chaucer. What's Chaucer? Chaucer's not a thing, he was a person. He was one of the greatest poets that have ever lived. He was England's first poet laureate. He wrote the Canterbury Tales and probably introduced even more words into English than Shakespeare did at the latter date. English was never the same after his contribution to it. Let me have a look. Okay, here you are. Hey, this isn't English. This is some other language. It is English, just not modern English. It's Middle English. I thought English was just plain English. I didn't know it was so complicated. Lesson 25 Sports and Games. Dialogue 1. Who's that really tall player over there? That's Yao Ming. He's from China. Is he any good? You must be as blind as the referee. He's already scored 20 points in this game. Is that good? Why don't you go back to sleep and let me watch the game? Dialogue 2. Do you want to come out for a drink? No, I'm going to bed early. I've got a big game tomorrow. That's right. Are you nervous? A little. I'll be playing first string tomorrow. Really? Not warming the bench anymore, huh? Nope. The coach decided to give me a chance. Why did you think he did that? Probably because I hit a home run in our last game. So what position do you play? I'll be playing third base. Tough position. Lots of plays come your way. That's right, but I think I can handle it. What time is the game? The game starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll try to be there. I hope you can be there. So you don't want to get just one drink? Sorry, no. I need a good night's sleep. I understand. Okay, see you tomorrow. See you. Lesson 26 Entertainment. Dialogue 1. What do you want to do today? I don't know. Do you have anything in mind? How about going to bowling? I don't really feel like going bowling. Any other ideas? Well, what about seeing a movie? That's a good idea. I just read a pretty good review of The Matrix Reloaded. We can go watch that. All right. Let's go to it. Dialogue 2. What can we do tonight? How about Beijing Opera? Have you seen the one about Sun Wukong the Monkey King? I hate Beijing Opera. It's almost as boring as Western opera, and besides, I don't understand it. That's a pity. I love it. Well, what would you like to do tonight? What about staying home and watching wrestling on TV? The Rock is going to fight Steve Austin and All Out, everything goes fight to the death. You've got to be kidding. Don't you know professional wrestling is all fake? Why don't you do it then? Let's see you get in there and take those guys on. Don't be childish. Sometimes you drive me crazy. Don't be angry. Let's go and see the Monkey King. I thought you said you don't like Beijing Opera. Well, I haven't seen any for a long time, and besides, I like the monkey even though The Rock is better. You really are something else. Dialogue 3. What are you doing tonight? Steve and I are going to a concert. What kind of concert? Classical music. You got Steve to listen to classical music? Yeah. Last week I went to a ball game with him. I see. He bores you, so you bore him. Maybe we're just expanding our horizons. I'll believe it when I see it. So whose music will they be performing? A selection of pieces by Beethoven. It's the Washington Orchestra. Those tickets are hard to get. How did you do it? A friend of my mother works for the theater. Well, that's great. I hope you have a good time. I know I will. Then I hope Steve can stay awake. Me too. I've got to get going. I'll talk to you later. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Lesson 27 Hobbies and Pastimes. Dialogue 1. What do you do for fun, Alice? I know you guys like to go to bars. You go to bars too, don't you? We have different purposes. You guys go for beer meeting girls. I go to sing karaoke. Yeah, you have a gift for singing songs. You have a golden voice. Thanks. I can say that has become my hobby. Next time, we can go to a bar together. Sure. Dialogue 2. I've noticed that you enjoy yourself a lot. What do you do? On the weekend I go biking with my girlfriend if the weather permits. It's fun. And good exercise. Yeah. We'd love to do that and it doesn't cost anything to keep in good shape. And this winter I'm going to take a course to learn how to spin wool into yarn. It's an old tradition. I remember my grandmother used to do that when I was young. Especially in the winter, while there's not much to do, her hobby kept her busy at home. I'm curious to see how you do it. Yeah, wait a month and see. Dialogue 3. Do you have any hobbies? Yeah, I collect stamps. How long have you been doing that? Oh, for ages, since I was a kid. I used to collect stamps when I was a kid. So you don't do it anymore? No, I lost interest. Lesson 28. Likes and dislikes. Dialogue 1. Are you hungry? How about we have some Indian food? I don't like Indian food, it's too hot and spicy. Then I suppose you don't like Thai food either. Not much, but it's better than Indian food. Okay then, what do you suggest? What about Chinese food? Do you like Chinese food? Sure, everyone likes Chinese food. Dialogue 2. It's really hot. Let's go swimming. No, I can swim and if we go to the pool I'll feel really uncomfortable with the boys staring at me all the time. It's really hot. How about we go to this secluded lake I know and then it'll be just you and me. I promise I won't stare at you if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, it is scorching and it would be nice to get away from it all. Okay, let's go. Dialogue 3. Well, Frank, what do you think of my hair? It's great. It's stunning. Oh, come on. I want to hear the truth. You don't really mean that. Hey, it's a modern haircut. I like it. Everybody likes it. It's very fashionable. Why don't you like it? It's a messy haircut. I've never had anything like this before. It's weird. I guess you are just an old-fashioned girl when you can't keep up with the times. Yeah, whatever. I need to change it back to something normal. My mother would understand that. She's just the same. Lesson 29. Cause and effect. Dialogue 1. What's wrong with Bob? Why? What happened? He looked upset in class today and didn't stay around later to talk. Oh, I think I know why. What are you thinking? I think he was arguing with his girlfriend last night. Maybe that's why he's upset today. Oh, that could be the reason. It's hard to imagine what else would cause him to be so upset. I know. He's normally always in a good mood. It must be something bad to cause him to seem so unhappy. Well, an argument with his girlfriend is a likely cause. I guess so. I'll try to talk to him later. I just hope that does cause him to become more upset. Me too, me too. Dialogue 2. Steve, you're smiling. I haven't seen you smile like that in ages. It's nothing. Really, it's nothing. Come on, your face is shining. That's one of the biggest smiles I've ever seen. Stop it, will you? You're making me feel embarrassed. Now your face is going red. What's going on? I have to go and meet my new girlfriend. I'm off. Bye. So that's why you're smiling. Dialogue 3. You're late. Why are you so late? I had an exam, that's why I'm late. That's no reason for being late. Why did having an exam cause you to be late? Well, I had an exam so I stayed up all night and that's why I'm late. But why did staying up all night make you late? Well, I fell asleep on the bus and went past my stop and then I had to come all the way back again. So you were late because you fell asleep on the bus. Okay, let's go. Lesson 30, Doubting and Believing. Dialogue 1. You promised me to save money for the future, but I don't see you doing it. Well, if you don't make money you can't save money. You just got 1 month's pay a few days ago, now you want to tell me you've spent it all. You've got a hole in your pocket? Well, it was hardly anything. Yeah, to you, it's always not enough. That's right. But you promised me. I'm sorry. I will do better in the future. Dialogue 2. Hey, Steve. I need your help. Sure, Amy. What do you need? It's about Rick. No. We're planning a surprise birthday party for him. Oh, great. That's a great idea. Yeah, and you're his best friend, so promise you won't tell him. I promise. My lips are sealed. Are you sure? Remember the last time you made a promise? Not to tell Laura what you said about her? Yes. You didn't keep that promise. I know. I'm sorry, but this time is different. Do you swear? I swear. Not a word. Okay, then help me plan it. No problem, whatever you need, just ask.